Hey there guys, welcome to the Lunatic Reader. This is Tarun. I'm a bibliophile and also I love creating bookish content on this channel. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started with today's video. So today in this video, I'm going to present you guys with a comprehensive and spoiler-free book review of You Are the Best Wife written by Ajay K Pandey. So before proceeding further ahead with the review, let's have a physical overview of this book and also a bunch of other details. I'm sure that many of you must have already been quite familiar with this book's title, as it is one of the topmost best-selling books on Amazon.in. So, what's so special about this book? Well, to answer that, this book is actually based on some of the most beautiful and tragic experiences from the author's very own personal life. It presents us with a pure and heart-touching account of Ajay and Bhavna's love story, which will compel you to embark on a journey that is filled with lots of innocence, love, compassion, and pain. You'll witness how the author has effortlessly narrated all the tiny yet memorable events from his life, right from his very youthful days where he joins the college to follow his academic pursuits, and how he ends up falling in love with his classmate Bhavna, and how they both start their journey of life together from a cute college couple to a happily married husband and wife. But then, how destiny separated them from each other after Bhavna's unfortunate demise. This isn't one of those overly romanticized love stories with a typical happy ending, but rather a true story that depicts the harsh reality of life and how one of the worst situations could possibly turn us into a better person while teaching us some of the important lessons for life which we should be aware of. And surprisingly, this is Ajay K Pandey's debut novel, which he has written in order to immortalize Bhavna and their love story forever through these pages. I'm just amazed at the level of detailing that Ajay adds to his narration, especially while describing few moments with such a crisp and subtle understanding that it enables the readers to visualize the entire sequence happening right in front of their eyes, as if you are physically present in there and witnessing the whole conversation that is taking place between the protagonist, between Ajay and the other people with him. I can't really call them characters or protagonists because this is a real life story. And yeah, this is how I felt when I was personally reading this book. And I might sound a bit exaggerating, but it also feels like you're actually enjoying the ambience around you and looking at, the descriptions which were given in the book. So that's how it was. Without any prior writing experience than this book, the author has definitely done a phenomenal job in terms of his narration and writing style. Though this is not a fictional book that is mainly focused on entertaining the reader rather than conveying the raw emotions through the lines, Ajay Pandey has flawlessly managed to keep the reader gripped through the end while giving us some descriptions about some funny instances that took place during his college days, and also by giving us some briefs about the sorrowful events that took place where it involves a lot of sufferings and pain. In this whole process, you'll actually start empathizing with all those people in the book, and you can actually relate to the kind of experiences they had. And I can say this is undoubtedly one of the best books you can ever read from the Indian romance genre. Now, talking about my personal reading experience with this book, honestly, initially I was not really aware of the fact that this book is actually based on the author's personal life experiences itself. So when I was actually placing an order for this book, I didn't really get to check the synopsis or read the descriptions about this book because I was in a rush to grab the deal that was available at that point of time. So when I actually started reading this book, I I couldn't help it but be awestruck at the sort of maturity the author had in his writing style. He has a very honest and simple tone in expressing his real life experiences through this book. He never really tries to romanticize the process of suffering or normalize that, but he actually presents us with the hard facts and shows the hard reality of life through his words. And also, if you are a beginner at reading, I would definitely recommend you to read this book because it has a very simple and non-complicated language used in this book. So you can really relate to this because we all had our share of love stories or something like that in the past or having at the moment. So you can really resonate with that. At the same time, Ajay Pandey has used this book to sort of communicate with the readers while presenting with his real life experiences and immortalize Bhavna and their love story in this whole process of writing. So, and I definitely think he has done a great job with that. He actually immortalized Bhavna because everyone who has read this book would never really, would never really forget that story so easily. So I can say that. And also, this is one of the most interesting love stories I've ever read till date because I had no clue how it was going to be. I just thought it was, one of those typical best-selling love stories which has some, Bollywood masala or something like that. But I actually ended up reading something much more entertaining, enjoyable at the same time. A story that involves a lot of suffering, pain, which will make you cry and also giggle and laugh at times. So that's how it was. Though I don't really prefer rating this book as it is based on a true story and not some fictional plot, but just to provide the viewers with proper reference and understanding of how good this book actually is, I would say I rate it 9.5 out of 10 stars. And that's all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this review helpful. I'll be back again with another video quite soon. Till then, keep reading, keep exploring.